How's it going, guys? Just gonna do a short little video here. I'm wrapping up my day of shooting. Just been out here on the dead rails. There's a little cement area. This was where a little building used to be. Now it's covered in dead soup cans from me shooting. Yeah, just wanted to do a little video of what I bring up with me when I go out, and that's basically it. So since I'm done doing what I'm doing for the day, I'll go through this with you quick because I'm just wrapping up. So as I'm going through my pack, I'll share it with you. So I always like to bring at least 2 slingshots, like one that I'm going to shoot with and then one that I want to play with. You come out and it's a dead day, and you might not want to use your duty frame or whatever, your hunting frame. If you feel like plinking cans or whatever, that's up to you. It's a personal decision. I'm just going through what I do. So I got my torque with me. I tend to like, if I'm going to bring 2, the one that I'm just going to fiddle with, I like it to still be hunting capable, because if I'm walking around plinking cans, it's happened more than once. If I'm walking around plinking garbage or cans or whatever, there's these guys over in the lot over there having hell trying to get this saw they've got going. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, I like them to be both hunting capable, because if I go out and I'm smashing stuff and there happens to be a rabbit or something in my path while I'm walking around and I see them, I don't want to have to try and switch frames or something, right? So yeah, 2 frames. Some people like to bring extra band sets and stuff. I do that sometimes. I don't always do that. Yeah, so I bring a hunting one and a plinking one, if you want to call the other one a plinking one. Some kind of snack. Try and make it quiet. I kind of picked a crappy decision with having this bag loud. It would have been better to put it in like a Ziploc bag. But just try everything you do when you're putting it in or taking it out, just listen for any noises that you might be making. Bring a bag for any game that you secure. If you don't have a washable bag or a bag with a liner that can be taken out and washed, you might want to just have a grocery bag in there so you can wrap up your rabbit, squirrel, what have you, after you drain the bladder, and put them in the bag and then deal with it when you get home, which is what I like to usually do as opposed to doing it in the brush, but to each their own. And then one vital piece that I always have to have with me, water. Gotta have water. Number of times I've been out and decided that I wanted to stay out an additional hour, and then the only thing that brought me home was being just so tired, so thirsty that I needed to go home and get something to drink. It's happened, so yeah. I bring a multi-tool with me. There's a bunch of different reasons why I use a multi-tool. You don't necessarily need one, but for the different stuff that I'm doing while I'm out, I also like to trap too, so this is one of the things that I keep with me. Not necessarily for that, but it's just something that's usable. I obviously have my phone with me. That's for recording video and for just recording audio, memos, what have you, of things I find while I'm out. And then as far as ammo goes, I like to have 2 options for ammo. I usually am carrying 5/8 marbles and 38 steels. Right now I'm shooting 10 mil steels because that's what was sent to me by a buddy, Jolly Roger. And so if you have a varying set of options, there's a bunch of reasons why you'd want to have 2 different kinds. That's just one thing that I do. The one reason that I like 2 different kinds is if I'm out and I'm shooting, just say for example I'm going after rabbits and there seems like it's just going to be a dead day, and I notice that there's a lot of sparrows around and I want to start plinking sparrows, I prefer to use 5/8 marbles for sparrows, like 1/2 inch marbles, because they hit like a train and you don't really have to be dead on square in the chest and you'll still flop them anyway. So yeah, so an option of ammo. I like to have a notebook. I got a notebook in here, a pen. You might be asking why the pen in the notebook if you've got the memo on the phone. Well, 2 reasons. One, I like just old hard copies, and 2, if the phone dies for any reason, if I'm recording video or anything like that, I've still got something to record it on. Also, this is just another way of recording something down in a hurry, or things, if you're drawing a map, things like that. One thing that I don't have in here that I should, that I usually have with me, is just a small first aid kit with just like some bits and pieces in it, some polysporin and some bandages and some gauze, and just the little stuff that you would have in a first aid kit. And that's about it for just a little mooch into the woods. Pretty well the only other thing that I would have with me is a folding saw. because I like to cut forks while I'm out, and I have a pocket knife on me, or I shouldn't say a pocket knife, but a fixed blade knife with me all the time for carving while I'm out, and if I do decide to field dress while I'm out, whatever, always have a good quality beauty knife. Before anybody asks me what this is I can't remember what the name of the company was. It's like a Chinese brand with a long name, but it says CSR, and I'm pretty sure that means Critical Search and Rescue or something cheesy like that. But it's just I think a $15 knife I got off of Budk. So yeah, nothing really fancy, but just good and sharp, decent quality knife for skinning and for carving forks and whatever. So yeah, not a whole bunch of stuff. Like I said, that's noisy. Don't really need that, or don't really want that. As far as what I wear, some people think that camouflage is overkill when you're shooting for small game. I think any advantage you can give yourself, I'd like to take. I've got Realtree gloves on here with the trigger finger and thumb cut out on my pouch side so I can grip easy. Realtree sweater. I just use brown pants. I mean, I could use Realtree pants, but I do think that that's a little bit overkill, just because I mean, whatever. If you're going to be wearing half Realtree, it's like, well, why not just go the extra mile? For sure, do whatever you like. I'm just saying, I just typically wear brown pants, brown sweatpants or something, or gray, or dark green. And then I wear a green hat or a brown hat. I typically don't wear black, unless I'm nighttime hunting, which I don't nighttime hunt, but I nighttime pest hunt. So yeah, that with a nice warm beanie. Decent running shoes. Change of socks is another nice thing to have with you. You just happen to step in a puddle that you didn't see, or some other mess, and and it gets into your shoes or whatever, and you got to clean up your shoes or whatever. It's nice to have. Hand sanitizer is another thing that I usually keep in my bag. This is just for a light walk, but if you're going for like a full day walk or whatever, you'll also want more water for that full day walk, and a decent lunch as opposed to just a little field snack. I think that's pretty much everything. The only other thing that I sometimes like to bring is I've got a small set of binoculars, and I'll bring those if it's really dead, and I just, for whatever reason, I get out there and I don't feel like blinking, but I don't want to go home. Then I put my slings away, pull out my binoculars and my snack of whatever kind it is, and I just sit there and have a peek at whatever's going on and have something to eat and just enjoy nature. So yeah, hope that wasn't just a complete waste of time and bored you guys to death. Yeah, just some ideas for some stuff that you can put in your own pack if you decide to go for little walkabouts like this. And I think you should. I think most people that are into slingshotting, even if you're not into hunting, and you go out and you don't kill anything, if you are into hunting, it's still a great day. It's never a day wasted to get out and go and be out in nature and to shoot your slingshot. So yeah, hope you guys are having a good day. Take care of yourself, and as always, get out and shoot something. Peace.